Welcome back to some Ori and Whatever Wisps. I'm dear darling, and let's embark on an adventure together as we discover Ori's true destiny, where last time we did something, probably, I don't recall because it's been about a week or so, or even longer. Oh yes, I remember now, didn't we? We went to the sand place, and we got all the way to the top, and it was like, you need 4 wisps to go up here. So, we didn't. So, I suppose the best thing for us to do is try and get a different wisp. Perhaps, this seems like a sort of like finale place, so perhaps we could try and go down here and see what wisps await us in that direction. I don't know quite how we get over there, to be perfectly honest. Find the wisps, of course. I'm just trying to see what other quests we possibly have. Well, it's either high street. I remember we tried to go to this area, didn't we? But we couldn't figure out how to get past this thing. So I'm just trying to I'm just looking over to see not dead ends, but like untrodden paths. So it seems like we got one here and we got one here, and that probably corresponds to the 2 different areas we can go to. By going up in that top path, we'll head up to the highest peak and obtain, I can't remember what the thing is up there, the soul of a forest, and by going down here we'll be trying to head over to whatchamacallit, to get the other part of the forest. It's of course been a while, so I'm not sure if I can remember the controls per se, but I'm going to do my best. I remember we could do that, and that was a very strong ability that we got recently. So I'm doing my best. I apologise if I end up forgetting things, because you know that's just how the nature of not playing games for a little bit of time goes. But it seems we're pretty strong, to be honest, so but there's not really much to be worried about in the first place. We just gotta make sure we head in the right direction. It seems like we missed something up here as well. Sorry, not up here, but like over there we seem to have missed out on one of oh gosh, the spirit things. Luckily we have so much HP that it's not really that big a deal if we end up taking a little bit more damage than we perhaps should intend to, in good conscience. But we can sort of just like run past people and we're fine. Okay, so we need to get something up there. Perhaps we need to go in the upwards direction for that sort of thing, rather than relying on something else entirely. Perhaps we need to go upwards to where this shooty thing is, and it will enlighten us exactly on how we can proceed any further. No? Apparently we've already done this one. Okay, fair enough. So who knows exactly how we get... whoa, okay. The thing we particularly want up here, there perhaps is some sort of... What's that noise? That was a weird noise. Oh, there was actually a thing that happened here. Hello, Murky. When darkness came, Murky came to check the Mouldwood depths, but the gate was closed. And we're here to open it. Now Qualica sent us to open it for you, because a light was lost inside. A light like yours. Little light. Lonely light. So this must be the wisp you're talking about, right? So you're going to open it for us. It is dark, but maybe you can find it if you shine bright enough. So are we going to get some sort of ability which illuminates things around us? Oh, oh. It's a very sort of dramatic endeavour. I will say if you wanted to pull that lever down, it would have been a lot easier if you walked to the end rather than trying to push it around the pivot. We will wait for you. Keep out of the darkness. It skitters. It bites. Thanks. I guess. I mean, that's downwards to where we need to go, where hopefully we can actually obtain one of our first whatever wisps in the end. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to get that spirit thing. Is quite high up, to be perfectly honest, unless it's something over here that we can sort of leverage to our advantage, but it does not appear so. Let's have a quick just look at our spirit shard, see if there's anything particularly we want to change. Now I have a vague memory of the sort of thing we got going on. I don't think we need a deflector. I remember thinking out last time being like I basically don't use deflector at all, but none of these other things seem particularly useful for us, so we're just sort of going to continue with this, and we're going to do our best to stay out of the light. Not stay out of the light, stay out of the darkness. Should probably be a bit careful with you lot, because you... Ow. Maybe now we should get the deflector, I don't know. Because those things explode if we're not careful. And apparently there's like no stable ground here anymore. I shouldn't say anymore, like at all. But now we've found some stable ground, we can hopefully do something about this. So we already missed something, so let's go back and get that thing. Because his backtracking is annoying, and it is much better if we can get things on that first try, at first blush, shall we say, than it is leaving it for later. So let's pick up some spirit light. Everything here is covered in thorns. So it's quite thorny path, one might say, and I just walked straight into that one. No, there's no really two ways about that. That was completely my bad. Seems like there's something up here. If I can just about reach it, thanks to the triple jump ability. Really an unspoken wonder in these sorts of games, being able to jump multiple times. Hello. Oh, I forgot about that. That is a... Whoa. Okay. So we pull on this to do what? Oh, to wall jump off, to smash you in the air. I see. It took me a little bit too long to particularly figure out. So we got these are basically some sort of weird platforms, I guess. Some sort of temporary platforms which we can use to, well, hopefully do something particularly useful. Like this, like get some Gorlek ore. Kinda similar to what's that guy's name? Quallock's sort of like frog platforms we had before. We had to shoot them with a bow to do something. Hello, Zane. What you got to say? This is where the eyes of a horse sank into the sightless night. These woods are always dark, but the decay made their darkness deeper and more dangerous. So we must be rather careful of how we do things around here. I don't remember what this is. Okay. Ah, you are like a firefly. How does the Our City song go? I'm trying to remember it. You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies took up the sky and you lay awake. Someone sang the open air, leave teardrops everywhere. Ooh, and they interestingly explode in spirit light. So this is a mechanic. Everything's super dark, but we had to use the fireflies to light the way. I assume that once we get through this entire area, we'll have perhaps the entire environment will change, or we would have lit everything up and we can sort of backtrack through these areas and go and grab things we might have missed. For now, we'll just follow these sort of lightning bugs, as they are sometimes called. Not in British English, but I can tell you that much. So we need 2 keystones. Presumably, there is another one hiding around the corner here. Ooh, is this like a butterfly or something? A butterfly wing. Ah, so these plants can light things up as well. Ooh, it's an insta-kill. Staying in the darkness too long. We're in Don't Starve territory now. So we had to be very quick with where we go and staying in these safe spots. Does not look like there's anything down there. So for now, we're not going to deviate too far from the path if we can help it. Ah, the dead bugs give off no light. This is going to be pretty difficult, I think. I wonder if there's some sort of ability that can help us. Like perhaps if we set things on fire, do you think not really. What if we lay down a sentry? The sentry gives off a little bit of light, so perhaps that's what we'll be using throughout this entire area. Just in the off chance that we need an emergency source of light, that's what we need to do. We can pop down a sentry. I pressed the wrong button there. Hey! You can't do that. What an interesting mechanic we got going on so far. We had to be very careful, we had to be quick, we must be swift as a coursing river. To quote Mulan. We got to make sure that we keep up with our light sources, lest we get left behind like we are right now. But, you know, we made it through again, so that's no worry to us in the end. I will say these platforms are a little bit finicky to to handle. I'm not sure if I quite gotten the grip of them. And I can assure you I have not. by the numerous times I've now fallen into the spikes. Oh, okay. You nearly got me. You nearly got me. But not quite. So we'll just be on our way. Putting 2 more keystones in, and we'll hopefully find the eyes of our forest, which will illuminate everything for us, and thus make things far less precarious to deal with. Certainly one of the most annoying enemies, but thanks to our new something ability. No, the thing that makes more life orbs drop. We don't need to be too worried about how much health we do end up losing. This is certainly a difficult place though. But I wonder if they're all themed like this, right? They probably all are, right? Like all of the spirits that we need to get are themed around the thing. Are designed intentionally around what they're missing. So you know, because this is the eyes of the forest. What I mean by that, it's like you can't see anything because the forest eyes are now dead. Oh my god! Who knew this nest would be such a nuisance to deal with? Can't heal off infinitely off of those things, but with such a large like health and mana pool, it's not really that big a deal. Interesting. We can't seem to go through here unless this is perhaps a crushable, smashable thing, which is not. But I've noticed it's got like these beams of light on the map, which I assume we're sort of opening it up to help us out in later stages of navigation. This is very strange. Ah, we're making plants grow? Is that what happened? Which I suppose will be useful. Inevitably. Not necessarily in ways I can see right now, but I suppose it's not really up to me to see exactly their use. Maybe we made glowing plants grow, so now we can go back down there and it'll be actually traversable? Or at least we can make it, certainly, to the... You know what, just screw you, dude. Just run straight past you. I'm not here for it. No one is here for it. No one is here for this thing either. The sentry, thankfully, rather useful. And thank you for allowing your body to be used as a footstool stomp, or whatever it's called, and allowing us to jump upon you to reach greater heights. It's always a little bit precarious. I don't know exactly where I'm going. So there's certainly a lot of guesswork which has to happen. Oh! That killed me. Kill this guy before he spawns. Oh, please don't say that thing. Oh, it respawned. What a nightmare. We need to jump off this thing, get the hive, get rid of it, beat everything up. I don't really think it's giving us much spirit light past the first one. So the question is whether we go up or down. I can't really see much further down, but down certainly seems like a better option for right now. Maybe? I don't know, I can't see a direction to go further down, so I might be mistaken about that. We might have to end up going right. Okay, pretty close. It's in fact very close. Each of these stages. Trying to make it upwards. But as long as you're quick, you should be okay. And luckily we have a spawn point now. Saved our progress, so we needn't worry about this sort of thing too much anymore. What you're doing up there. We could shoot you down. I'm not sure if that's particularly something you want though. Nor where you're going to go. See, you just illuminate this path for us. So we can grab this. I wonder if you go anywhere else in particular that we should follow you. Or if you just expire down here. Ooh. You do seem to carry on going. And as our guiding light we have naught to do but trust you. And we can oh gosh, we can always teleport back up there should we need to. Oh, these are actual bugs. Those aren't spikes. Interesting. It's interesting how common these spiders are. They don't really seem to attack. They just sort of skitter back and forth a bit recklessly, shall we say. Not really concerned with their own sort of preservation on being. I think we should come back to get these other unlockable things later. We're not really in a rush, and I'd much rather do it... Oh god. I'd much rather do it when we don't have the added pressure of trying to deal with the light management resource that we got going on. Which I think is fair to say, but, you know, you might not necessarily agree with me. We've lost a lot of health doing these sort of things. Luckily, for Keystone, door is easily inserted. So really, I'm sort of just trying to beeline it to get the Wisp, just to make sure we can actually do this stuff. And hopefully we won't end up going to the Wisp and be like, oh, you know, you actually needed 3 more gym badges to get this one, and turns out we need to get one of the other Wisps first. But the fact we actually had a cutscene relating to this area makes me feel like that's not the case necessarily. Might as well grab that one. I mean, it's right there. Hate you guys. Worst enemy. Oh god. Nearly got left behind there by my Firefly buddy. Did get, in fact, left behind there by my Firefly buddy. Okay, we can think this through. We can think this through. Oh, that doesn't count as light. A light source for us. Interesting. Okay, so it's not actually that I mean, it is kind of useful to beat up enemies. I'll be perfectly honest, but it does not count as a light source for us, which is nice to know now, rather than later when it was probably at a much more crucial situation. It's very strange how these are sort of like actual living creatures, making up the spikes. I think it was like that in a different area as well, but I can't remember what area. And because I can't remember it, everyone knows it doesn't count. Imagine getting 10,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs. I see that's something we're meant to wall jump off of. I was not quite aware of that. But that does make sense in retrospect, to be perfectly honest. It's a very Don't Starve-esque. You know, if you don't know, Don't Starve has a similar sort, well, kind of similar sort of thing where the darkness hurts you if you stay out in it too long. Charlie is what she's dubbed, I believe, will come out and murderize you. Oh god. That's why we have a triple jump. I'm not sure where we're going, so just keep on going forward in whatever way you can. You can worry about if it's the right direction once you're in safety, or not. We've got more of these things, but the sentry honestly does a really good job against them. So perhaps they're not really something that we need to be all concerned about. I do like how every level has its own sort of thematic. Like, you know, how the lanterns over here are actually just literally fireflies caught in some sort of web. It's a very perilous web. As opposed to the sort of glowing light fixtures, which are prevalent in the other worlds. Oh god. Nearly did that wrong. Am I meant to be going up here? What's this? This is a spirit trial, right? Yeah, this is... I like how the shadow goes on top of the menu stuff as well. Yeah, we're not going to deal with that yet. We're just going to keep on keeping on in whatever direction we particularly can. Oh, we're meant to go up here. We missed it. Okay, we'll try going all the way right here, and if that leads to a dead end, then so be it. But we want to go over here, methinks, to try and find the Wisp in the first place. So this is perhaps what we need the Firefly for. I keep calling them a different thing every single time, which is I'm not gonna say it's counterproductive. That doesn't really. I wouldn't really go that far. But it is mildly confusing, I suppose, if anything. We're just going to keep bouncing off you. I don't know why we can bounce off you, but we can't bounce off the others. I know from a gameplay perspective why, of course, but from a lore reason, well, why we can even bounce off these ones in the first place. So I'm going to assume we're going to be fighting some sort of spider boss. Very sort of Hollow Knight-esque vibes. Well, anything with any sort of bug aesthetic, I suppose, ends up being quite a Hollow Knight vibe. Especially in a Metroidvania, and you can't really sort of... not hide the similarity, but... run away from that comparison. As we get new ability here, I assume this is just going to give us a faint glow constantly. Flash, you gain new ability. Hold LT to assign to XYB, create an aura of light that damages enemy, drains energy. So there we go, that is our signature ability of this area. Create an aura of light. So as it tries to get us, woo, it's literally HM Flash. Now how long does this last? Oh, it just continuously goes until you turn it off. Ah, I see. So it's our lantern into the darkness. Into the darkness. And is what we'll be using to navigate these areas a lot more safer than we currently can. Okay, so we have a lot of things to explore, but I do want to see if we get the Wood of a Wisp first, if it's something that we can illuminate this area and plus perhaps have less of a need for this HM Flash that we got. What HM was Flash? HM05? No, that sounds like Surf. HM1 was Cut. Actually, now I think about it, I think it's different per game, isn't it? Oh, okay, that's one directional. So it seems like we have to go down there, but with a new Flash ability, I suppose we can, in fact, wander about a little bit more than we used to be able to. We should probably heal ourselves. Let's not go running around on 7 HP. So we actually have lots of nooks and crannies now we can probably have a go at exploring. We just got to be careful about our mana usage. Well, I know it's not called mana, but you know what I mean when I say that. We don't want things to drain far too quickly. I'm not sure what the point of this is. It's just an alternate path upwards, I suppose. Seems like it. Let's not use it excessively for when we don't particularly need to. But if we can kill these enemies as we go across, why not? I just want to see where there's an opening here. Which you use the light to illuminate. Now, once we made it... Oh, hello, Murky. You are glowing. Are you a spirit? I tried to catch some fireflies, but they keep getting away. Maybe if I had something to put them in? Ah, okay, so you want like a bug pouch or something. We still haven't found who requires a seed pouch. So that certainly makes things more difficult. Hey, do you think this is poisonous water? No, we can swim in it just fine. It's just murky, if anything. Ugh. Don't like that. Ah, okay. Ooh, we had to cast the ability above ground. Otherwise it's going to be too dark, it seems, for us to actually do anything. Okay, so noted. Put the HMO5 or Flash on now. Oh, this is how we can damage enemies underwater. That's quite nice. Wait, you have a way of doing so now. Left or right? I don't know. Let's go left. Rather arbitrarily, I suppose. We do have glowing sea anemones or something of that sort around, which can help us. We can certainly open this. Open a new path. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm sort of just like wandering about. Trying to get a footing on exactly where we're going, which is, you know, just kind of how it goes when you play these sort of games. It does look like we have a sort of battle challenge over there. Being actually able to fight back against these enemies, I will say, is very nice. It's quite a big AoE as well, to be honest. Could in general be quite a nice ability. Oh, this place is not illuminated, as I initially thought it was. Just seeing if there's anything down there. Wouldn't want to miss something after travelling all this way. Seems like we can open this path back up again, and we got a trial, a combat shrine. We're not going to use Flash, we're going to use Sentry, just because we have it upgraded. I think it makes sense, and it's one of our, oh no, best abilities, because it allows us to just basically put it down and forget about it. Hey, forget about it. Maybe we should attach the deflector. But we can also easily just do that and attack any enemies that may come our way. Oh, where did you come from? We'll pop down a little sentry there. The sentry can take care of them. The sentry can take care of them, hopefully. It'd be nice if we could get a badge to perhaps upgrade our sentry. Is one of our better combat techniques, methinks, but perhaps I'm a little biased after all. So we can do this, and we can do this to try and sort of do our best bop on them. Can enemies hurt each other? I'm not actually sure if I've noticed that. Oh, it was not where I thought it was, to be honest. We should have tried seeing if, like, without redirecting it, if we launch a projectile from one enemy into another, if it actually damages it or not. I didn't pay enough attention to really notice these sort of things going on, but another combat shrine done. Another shard slot upgrade. I feel like we're getting them very quickly. Do you not feel that as well? Okay, well, I guess now we can put the deflection thing back on. Well, we're kind of running out of useful spirit shards. I feel like that probably is a sign that I'm not exploring well enough to actually find new spirit shards to actually incorporate into our, not our deck, but, you know, into our loadout. Which is possible. I'm not going to say that's impossible. Oh, interesting. There's a thing down in the bottom right area over there. Okay, let's go have a look in the bottom right direction. We might as well fully explore this area because we're not unlikely to come back unless it's to give that Murky his firefly jar, I suppose. I'm not sure in particular what he wants. This does no damage to you, I must say. Hopefully at some point we'll be able to get an actual good damaging ability for you. Underwater. Seems like there's nothing really left for us over here. We could try and do the running challenge. The running man. Hey, get out of here. I ain't got any problems against you. What are they called? I'm trying to think what these Terraria enemies are called. The man-eaters. My gripe is not with you, my gripe is with the environment? No, wait. Not just like the environment full stop, like ecology or anything like that. I mean like this environment out here is actively trying to kill me. It's sort of like a bit of Deep Nest vibes. That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't think of the area in Hollow Knight. The place with the spiders, it's all spooky, it's all really dark. Just get out of here. You are my least favourite enemy to deal with, and actually I think design-wise you're fine, but you know, any enemy which attacks me too many times instantly gets my disapproval. Oh, I didn't press the Y button. Oh, that was sad. I meant to press Y and then I forgot about it. You know, screw you, Firefly. You're too slow. I need someone to keep up with my speed. I'm a go-getter. As a will of a forest. I know we'll not have you slowing me down and dragging me behind. You might be preserving my mana, you say. My energy, you say. It's running out, you say. Pish posh, I say. I can't keep saying I say. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess we're on the spirit trial. We'll see how far it goes. How far we go. It seems to be a lot of dashing back and forth. And we can use our mana not sparingly. What's the opposite of sparingly? Quite freely and loosely. All for the sake of going fast and all for avoiding the light fixtures if necessary. Unless we can't, in which case we can't. Oh god, what the heck? I must say, they've overtaken me, and it seems like we can't use our light fixture. Oh god. Well, we died. I guess that's one quick way to deal with the entire thing. Good way to reset. We just gotta be fast. We gotta keep on going to make sure that we're not last in the fight that may be coming. No. We're still going. We're mildly in the lead. Still in the lead. Luckily, they managed to screw up the jump there. Oh, we finished it just in time for half an hour to pass. And for us to probably round off this episode here. We got quite a bit more things to be exploring. We got something up there which we missed apparently. We've got stuff over here. We've got stuff down there. I think we'll check out this stuff down here next, and then we'll see exactly how things evolve from there. But for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Ari of Whatever Wisps. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join the Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now. Oh, well, what a great note to end it on. Oh look, there's me. You can't really see it. Bye-bye for now.